and welcome to Nana's Crafty Home. My name is Tanya. Today's tutorial is going to show you how to crochet the Braided Loops Crochet Stitch. This stitch is made with basic stitches. It looks complicated, but it's actually very easy. We're just going to be using double crochets, single crochets, and chains to create this really unique and interesting look. This stitch is part of my Spring Rhapsody blanket stitch tutorial series. If you'd like more details about that blanket and crochet along, you can find a link below in the description or head on over to nanascraftyhome.com to find out all the details about that beautiful blanket. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using some Red Heart Super Saver yarn in 3 different colors, as well as a clover size H or a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. Let's go ahead and get started. This stitch is worked in multiples of 5 plus 2 for the foundation chain, and I'm going to start mine with a chain of 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For row 1, I'm going to work a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. Those skipped chains are going to count as my first stitch. And I'm going to double crochet in the next 3. Now chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Double crochet in the next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is the repeat for this row. 5 double crochets, and then I'm going to work 10 chains. And it's going to be a little awkward at first because you're going to have these large spaces because your chains will push those double crochets apart, but we'll fix that in the next row. So 10 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Double crochet in the next 5. And you're not skipping any chains, you're working in the next chain. And that first double crochet of each of your groups is going to be a little awkward. And then chain 10 and continue that down your row. So after we've double crocheted in those last 5, you can see, but this is the right side of your work. So you're going to have the chains on the right side of your work. So when we turn for row 2 in chain 1, I'm going to be single crocheting in every stitch, every double crochet stitch from that previous row. And I'm going to keep those chains on the right side of my work. So I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch at the base of the chain 1, and then each of these double crochet stitches leave those chains unworked, skip over that section, and then single crochet in these next 5. By pushing those chains to the front and working in each of these stitches, you can see it pulled those double crochet stitches together. So just continue on down your row, working a single crochet in every stitch, making sure that you are pushing, if need be, those chains to the right side of your work. I've completed that row with single crochets, including working a single crochet in the top of those skipped chains from the beginning, and now I'm going to bring in a contrasting color for row 3 and turn. Chain 3, That's going to count as my first stitch, and I'm going to work another row of loops. So I'm going to double crochet in the next 4, then chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, double crochet in the next 5, chain 10. And that is your repeat for this row. Double crochet in the next 5. So just continue that down your row. I finished row 3 with a double crochet in the last 5 stitches, and I'm going to turn for row 4, chain 1, and single crochet in every stitch. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with this row and push all of those loops to the right side of my work. Skip over that section and single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So continue working a single crochet in every stitch. So I've completed row 4, and this is the right side of my work, and you can see these loops that are just hanging out on the right side of my work here. And I'm going to go ahead and continue on in the pattern to give you a few more rows, and I'll show you how to braid these loops together. But you would just continue repeating rows 3 and 4 to the size desired in your pattern, and change colors every 2 rows if desired as well. But I'm going to work a few more rows, and when I come back I'll show you how to braid these loops together and finish off your pattern. Once you've completed the number of rows that you'd like for your pattern, you're going to have these loops that you will need to braid. To braid these loops, what you're going to do is come down to your first row of loops, and you're going to push the one above it through that bottom loop and then pull up like this. And then you're going to do the same thing all the way up. You're going to push the one above through the one below, just like so. So the one above through the loop below, continuing that all the way up through all your loops until they're all braided like so. And you're going to repeat that for all of these loops. Now that I've braided all of my loops, I'm ready to finish off my pattern and complete my edging, which will fasten down that top loop so it won't come unraveled. So I'm going to be changing colors for my edging. Turn, chain 3, and I'm going to work a double crochet in every stitch. So I will not be chaining anymore. I'm just working a base so that I can attach that top loop on the edge. Now for my second row of edging, I'm going to turn, and this is the row that I'm going to be attaching that top loop so that it doesn't come unbraided. So I'm going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, single crochet in the next 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm going to be working over that last chain 10 loop for the next 2 stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook just as I would normally into that next stitch, and I'm going to pick up that loop, making sure that all of these loops are still braided, and I'm going to work the next 2 stitches, single crochets, over the loop. So then I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch and make sure that I'm inserting it through that loop and finish my single crochet. I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then I'm going to work the next 2 stitches over the next loop. So inserting my hook into the stitch, picking up that chain loop, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next, both working over that loop. Single crochet in the next 3, and that is your repeat for this row. So just continue that on down, picking up that loop, making sure that they're still braided, working 2 single crochets over that loop. Once you've worked your final 2 stitches over that last loop, you're going to single crochet in the last 4 stitches of this row. And you can see that those loops are now secured by these single crochets to my project. I hope you found this tutorial helpful for you today. Thank you so much for being with me. As always, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss a new video. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter, and you can always reach out to me at nanascraftyhome@gmail.com. If you're interested in seeing all of my other free crochet patterns and tutorials, head on over to my blog at nanascraftyhome.com. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.